To start determining the composition for this project, what I am going to do is I'm going to just take a picture out of a magazine. I'm picking one that's going to be food or leaves or landscapes, but the goal is to try and create a composition that becomes abstracted, which means I won't necessarily know that these are cupcakes and soda bottles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3-inch viewfinder and I'm going to use this to help me look at options and compositions. So what I am seeing is that wherever the box is what I would see in my final project. I'm going to move it around and try a few different things. I kind of like the little color contrast of the red cherry over here. I like the ribbing on the bottle cap. I like the sprinkles and the cupcakes over here. I'm going to try around in a few different locations. I'm not going to decide anything right away. I'm really drawn to the colors inside here and how this just makes a bunch of abstract shapes and designs. I can also change the direction. Maybe I want to put it on an angle and think about the cupcake liner here, the lines here. I get a little bit of that bottle cap. Maybe I could try to even get a little bit more of the colors in the bottom down here. In the end, the one that I think I like the best is just including as much of that bottle as I can because I really love the colors that it's bringing in. So now that I have my composition decided, I'm going to take my pencil. I'm just going to mark with my pencil my viewfinder so I know exactly where my 3-inch is. If you can't see it, you could do this with one of your Sharpies, but there's no changing it once you do it with a Sharpie. The neater you do this, the better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the little black lines. These are going to help us when we go to grid our project on the next step. So once I've done that, I'm going to remove this viewfinder, make sure that I can see where my square is. If I need to, I can darken it up from here. And I'm also going to take those little tick marks that I made from where the black lines were. Using the edge of my ruler, I'm going to make sure they're lined up. Hold my ruler apart. My fingers are apart so it doesn't slide when I trace. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that line in. It's good to do this with something really thin. The thicker it is will actually take away some of the items that you're going to draw and make it harder to do the project. So I'm going to draw those 2 lines in. Now I'm going to draw the other 2 going the opposite direction. And what you'll notice when you're finished is that you have a large square with 3 smaller squares inside of it, and my composition is ready to move on to the next step of this project.